And remember, even if they release video, the CIA admits they released fake video of bin Laden to manipulate us. So there's another headline. ODU increasing security followed campus robberies. Yeah, there's a headline dealing with that. Old Dominion University is working with the Norfolk Sheriff's Department to bring in extra deputies to patrol campus following 4 recent robberies on campus. Watson, good job. Anything else?
Yeah, the Associated Press is reporting that there are 2 different shooting scenes that are being investigated, so that tallies with your eyewitness reports of somebody out in the street shooting as well. So now it's an organized conspiracy, more and more evidence shows. Well, that brings it from 90 to 95%. But luckily, the Lee Harvey McVeigh patsy is dead. Isn't that just special, Watson? Oh, yeah, it's just a coincidence, though, as the Austin American Statesman said, with some relish. Tie it into the Bees Lawn situation in Russia as well. That came out even in mainstream news to be a staged op. Okay, will do. All right, good job, Watson. Okay. Oh, boy. All right, look, we're not getting really any calls with eyewitnesses. But during the break, I'll get word on 590 if they're going to be able to give us any of those clips of eyewitness callers. See what they're saying on that front. But let's go to Kyle in Texas. Says he saw the black helicopters. We've got Jason Douglas and Matt Reiner back. I'm going to get them to grab just the black helicopter / military footage to try to play that coming up in the next hour for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. We'll also get it up on the YouTube channel ASAP. In fact, to integrate that into the YouTube channel, when we play the clips live, we'll excise the clip where I talk about it and then put that directly to YouTube to get it out to people next hour. Let's go to Kyle in Texas. Saw the black helicopters that we videotaped, and our guys just returned a few minutes ago. Kyle, what did you witness?
I was at my office, and I'd heard that those helicopters going over the top of the UT campus, and I looked out my office window, and I told my boss, I said, hey, there's a couple of helicopters out there that kind of look like they're military. And my boss was in the military for 10 years, and he said, well, what kind are they? I said, well, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't in it. And he went out there and looked. He said, well, those are definitely military helicopters. And they were a black or they were a dark olive green. And then there was one that was a black and white. There was two blacks and then there was one that was black and white.
Yeah, that's the Austin chopper, the black and white one.
Right, the black and white one, yeah. But the other 2 definitely look like military helicopters.
What do you think about this whole situation, Kyle?
I think it's just kind of sketchy that there was the gun meeting was scheduled for today, and all of a sudden this happens this morning. And I think it's kind of weird that there's eyewitnesses saying that the shooter was out in the street, but then they claim that he's dead on the 6th floor. I think that's kind of sketchy and a little off, but who am I to say that, you know?
Well, again, it's the past activity. This fits exactly the past signatures on events we know were staged. And we know that the Operation Northwoods calls for shootings in Miami, in D.C., and other cities to be blamed on foreign enemies. And it even talks about how to frame patsies afterwards. So this is what the Pentagon does. And so if you have a Pentagon report where they wanted to do this and even attack U.S. military bases and blame it on foreign enemies and frame patsies, then you've got to look at it. In fact, I know Watson's listening. Watson, add the Operation Northwoods tie-in. Kyle, I appreciate your call. Again, wide open phones for any eyewitnesses in Austin, any eyewitnesses to what you witnessed down there at UT, the military personnel, the black helicopters, the other shooter firing from a street corner on campus. 800-259-9231. 800-259-9231, and we'll get you up and on the air. I wanted to shift gears, and if you guys go over to InfoWarsShop.com, we can put this up on screen for everybody. I've been making a chemtrail documentary. Well, part of it is about chemtrails and the whole eugenics angle and all the government declassified documents where they admit they're doing it as weather modification, you name it. But But I got contacted about a month and a half ago by G. Edward Griffin, who we're big supporters of and who I've put in some of my films, to say that he's producing What in the World Are They Spraying? And I've had a chance to see the film. It's done. They're making a few added things right now, but it's done in the next 2 or 3 days completely. But I've had a chance to see the film, and it really covers a lot of the documented information. It covers the different government hearings where they admit they're chemtrailing, and it gives you the scientific terms. It shows the aluminum in the soil all over the world, and Monsanto and others coming out with patented seeds that can grow in the aluminum when nothing else can. It's What in the World Are They Spraying? It's going to be shipping out October 22nd on DVD. If you want to get this full-length documentary film that is just amazingly well done and well documented, they shot in Europe, Hawaii, all over the U.S. It's powerful. And again, we're making our own film that I'd say is 30-40% chemtrails. It'll be over 2 hours long. And I was going to release it this year, but I take my time. It'll be out next year. And right now I've shifted gears to make a co-opting of the Tea Party film to really warn people of what's happening on that front. So I'm glad this is out. From the producer, G. Edward Griffin. What in the World Are They Spraying? The chemtrail geoengineering cover-up revealed. Available now first at Infowars.com. And you know how fast we've gotten really good at this in the last few years. Years ago, it took us a week or two to ship stuff right. But we've hired the people, got it streamlined. We ship a lot of times the day the order comes in, usually within a day or two, though. You want to get it fast. We've gotten a bunch of these, and we're going to be shipping them out October 22nd. What in the World Are They Spraying? DVD. Available at Infowars.com right now or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. You can also write to us at Infowars, P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas 78760. And if anybody questions whether the government would do this or not, I like this film because it shows where all the admissions and the patents. It doesn't get as much into eugenics like we do in other areas, but it's important, and it's done in a very nice cinema verite style, and uses a lot of local news clips to show how this is actually starting to come out. Also, you can get 4 copies. This ends next week of Endgame: Blueprint for Global Enslavement. For any of you that question, would the system do something like this with all the admissions of chemical, biological, radiological, secret testing, and even murder of U.S. citizens and British citizens and others, UK citizens? The Bilderberg Group, their master plan, all revealed. 4 copies, $19.95. You can do your Christmas shopping early, but don't wait. Give people the film now, and they're more apt to watch it because it's in the nice shrink-wrap color cover. And it, has the back write-up on it about they want you dead. So you want to know what's really going on? And people are now ready to hear about this. All this week, Glenn Beck's covering population reduction, world government. But it's, kind of watered-down baby food. But that's okay if it's for babies. Just a year or two ago, Fox said none of this existed. So you want steak and potatoes, big boy food. This is what big grown men... This is like T-bone steak and big baked potato dripping with butter and chives and cheese and a half gallon of Jack Daniels compared to baby food. I'm just joking. And you just don't have babies drinking Jack Daniels is my point. This is the film, Endgame: Blueprint for Global Enslavement. While you're getting What in the World Are They Spraying, get 4 copies of Endgame: Blueprint for Global Enslavement for $4.90 a piece. Infowars.com. Or 888-253-3139 or P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas 78760. And your purchase of the books and the videos is what funds this operation. And my endless quest to fund our operation. Believe me, I would not like to spend my time funding the operation, but it's a win-win because the films wake people up. You may know all about chemtrails. Here's a film to wake people up. You can try to tell them on the golf course or at work, hey, look at that. Look, it's a persistent jet trail. Doesn't go away for an hour. Hey, here's some government documents. They're not going to read them. Give them a film like this. They're a lot more apt to watch it. And knowing the enemy, as G.I. Joe would say, is half the battle. We do have this student movement update. John Lott at UT Austin posted at Infowars.com. They've pulled it all down. The statesman, the local papers writing giggling jokes about it, basically. They got their thing canceled. I mean, isn't that disgusting that UT law school would cancel this. You know, the idea is guns are bad. Oh, we shouldn't have even allowed this pro-gun event at the university. And then I have the article right here out of the papers in Wisconsin. And the headline is, Cops Charge Open Carry Activists in Wisconsin, Buckeye Firearms Association. And they are charging him with something that isn't really applicable for openly carrying a firearm, having demonstrations where they openly carry firearms. And, of course, then we've got the report here where they're having to back off now all over the country, arresting people for videotaping police and charging them with wiretapping. Look, it's not illegal to have open carry in most states. You can't arrest them.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that it could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
You worry. You see the signs and worry about the future. You worry about economic turmoil and food shortages. How to be prepared while preserving your sanity. Your answer may be at hand. Author Linda Runyon lived off the land, isolated from civilization. She knows that as long as the sun shines, there will be plenty of free food all over God's green earth. Perhaps the only sane insurance is knowledge of wild edible plants. The cost of learning is minimal. Wild food grows everywhere, and you will see it everywhere. It's every bit organic and more nutritious than our modern diets. Well respected in her field, Linda's approach to teaching this subject includes books, flashcards, and video with an emphasis on health, safety, practicality, and joy. Learn how to identify it, where and when to find it, how to prepare, use, and store it. Go to Linda's website, ofthefield.com, and take advantage of special offers. Or if you're not online, call her 24-hour toll-free order line at 888-51-EAT-FREE. That number again, 888-51-EAT-FREE. A little knowledge makes starvation impossible.
You've seen our SinoFresh banner on the GCN website,
yet your sinusitis is still a problem.
Are you waiting for your sinusitis to go away by itself?
Are you waiting for a SinoFresh discount?
Okay, here it comes.
But first, the facts.
67 other products merely treat symptoms
and not the cause of sinus problems.
And 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress just like you. But now many are finding relief with the only patent-protected homeopathic nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of sinusitis. SinoFresh.
Now, here's your limited-time discount offer to use SinoFresh.
Call 888-906-3636 right now for $2 off per bottle when you mention GCN. That's it. Just call 888-906-3636 and mention GCN for a $2 discount.
But hurry, this offer is only for the first 1,000 customers.
Call 888-906-3636. 888-906-3636. Call right now for $2 off per bottle.
Mention GCN.
Buy SinoFresh.com. It works.
Look at your women crying. Look at your young men dying the way they've always done before.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Thank you for joining us. It is the 28th day of September 2010, and we've got